What's going on, y'all? It's been a week since I've had the Connecten router, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys one last update at these early stages. First off and foremost, there's 8 antenna there. That's right. I had to communicate with tech support at Connecten, and they helped me to go back to the box and find the extra routers. Hey y'all, I'm David. I am living in my RV full-time with my family, my wife Tanya, our 2 girls, Kaylin and Kira, our dog Daisy, our cat Skittle. We've been living in the RV for 2.5 years now, and I work on the road. I need connection all the time. When T-Mobile made some announcements that they were changing things, I needed to find a solution. What I'm trying is Connecten Internet. This has the ability to communicate with 4 different cell providers: US Cellular, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. And what it does is it communicates with their cloud service and then picks the best available. So at the current spot we are here in North Texas, it appears that the only real cell signal that works decent in this park is AT&T. So it's getting about 30 to 40 megs down, sometimes faster, about 10 megs up. It's been fairly decent. Now, I had a rough going. Right after I got it all hooked up and ready to go, I put the latest firmware on it that I found through their website, which I've put the link in our last video on how to get the instructions to update the firmware. And it worked until I disconnected it and moved it, but I also only had 4 antenna at the time because I did not find the other 4 antenna. When I would plug it back in, it would take as many as 12 hours to get going again, and that was very concerning. I'm like, that is not gonna work for me at all. I need to be able to roll into a place, plug this in, and have some internet going. I can't be waiting all day and into the next day before I get signal. I communicated with their chat that they have on the Connecten website, got a hold of Sean, who was very helpful. Sean helped me to find the extra antenna in the box, and then also provided me a link to a newer firmware. The first one I had was from February. The one that Sean provided was from late March. So I went ahead and applied that, got the antenna up and running. Then Sean was like, wait about 5 minutes. I timed it, 2 minutes and 22 seconds, and it was up and running again after those 2 changes were made. So I was very thankful for the help that I got. That impressed me a lot. Now, since we've gotten this, we haven't moved yet. We've only been in this one spot. So up here in the top of our pantry is where I've got the Connecten router, and I'd really like to actually mount it to this wall, but the screw holes, I'm having a really hard time finding a screw small enough to fit into that, because I don't like the idea of going down the road. I repack the T-Mobile router all the time to try to cushion it and protect it, so I'm a little nervous about taking that on the road like that. That's what I'd like to try to do. Turn the top of this pantry into a comm closet kind of thing. Look at that amazing sky we got going on out here. Unfortunately, that's some more tornado weather going off to the east of where we're at right now. It's hard for me to say how this is going to do as we move around and we go to areas where there might be different signals, might have different cell carriers that provide a better service. We're going to see going forward how that is. I do plan to update you guys regularly. I'm thinking maybe about once a month as I'm going through the summer months and we're moving around pretty fast. Kind of updating you like where we've been, what states, what cities, and how the cell signal was and how this did. I do have the challenge, as I was showing you in the pantry. I don't like these, you see those plus looking things? They're kind of small. And I had several different types of screws on me that I could try to use, and none of them really fit. So I'm planning to reach back out to Connecten's support and see if they have a recommended screw size that would fit into those so that I can actually mount this on the wall in my pantry. I don't want this thing to be up there in the pantry like flopping around as we're driving down the road. And I don't want to go through and have to take all these antennas off again. So probably what I'll do is kind of flatten it out up there and maybe put that T-Mobile box on top of it. The T-Mobile becomes a paperweight at that point to hold this thing down. I'm sorry, that just cracked me up. By the way, I'm filming this on April 8th, and it's possible that you came to watch our channel at first when you saw about the whole T-Mobile away plan and the changes they've made. Somebody made a comment that the T-Mobile address verification has been put on hold but I don't know who they are or how they would know that. So I would love to hear more information if we've heard anything. I went out on Google, was trying to find updated information on that T-Mobile Away plan today on April 8th, and May 8th. I can't find anything. So at any rate, just wanted to plug that in there real quick. One other thing I've noted too, so there's 6 antennas here that are the 4G, 5G antennas. There's only 2 antennas that are for the Wi-Fi, which it has 2.4 gig and 5.8 gig a hertz frequency. I'm not really impressed with the Wi-Fi. I can get my work laptop going and it's perfect. So right now we've got Starlink. Starlink is handling all the personal stuff. Kids' tabs, our phones, the TV, my personal laptop, uploading these videos. And then I've just been letting this one just handle my work. It's been perfect without any problems. I did try bringing everything onto this and it seemed to struggle a little bit handling the load. I don't know if that's because we've just got 2 antennas here. I don't know if I maybe need to beef up the Wi-Fi. I would say that the Starlink router seems to handle it better. I have stuff that happens in network, internally. So my laptop has some files and then I go to the TV and I want to watch those files, and the laptop and the TV are both connected through the Wi-Fi here, and it seemed to struggle. But when I switched them all over to the Starlink router, they didn't struggle. Like I said, nothing was going outside at that point. It was all internal to the RV. So that may be something that I consider. Like I've mentioned in past videos, I've got the Connect. I could possibly use the Connect Wi-Fi, literally network it all together. We're getting into some higher technicality, networking type stuff. If this is not for you, if you like the easy stuff, because the T-Mobile was just easy. You just plug the power in, poof, you had Wi-Fi. The same with the Starlink. Well, you had to figure out where to put the dishy, but the Wi-Fi router inside was pretty simple. So now I'm talking much more technical stuff. I know a lot of people love to get themselves like a good gaming router inside. That may be something that I consider. Maybe, you know, this is just handling the 4G, 5G coming in, bring it over and have a different Wi-Fi router. I will let you guys know as that stuff comes along what I plan to do. I'm kind of a fan of Ubiquiti. I've worked with Ubiquiti quite a bit, and they just came out with the new Wi-Fi 7. That's the latest and greatest in Wi-Fi speeds. It's maybe an opportunity for me to get another toy to play with. But as I said, this is getting into the more technical type stuff. If you prefer just a plug and play, that may be beyond what you choose to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because honestly, at some points, you just want to pull your hair out when things just don't work, right? I wanted to update you all about this, and I want to let you know that tomorrow, we're leaving Texas for the first time since November, and we're going on our adventures of the summer. We'll be hitting quite a few states. So what I'm planning to do is not talk about the Connecten again until about somewhere in mid-June, after I've passed through quite a few states. And I'm gonna try to just piece together how it is at each point and then give you an update. Like, do we have a bunch of headaches? Did it work well? That's the kind of information that hopefully you're coming back here to find out. In the meantime, you may see other videos. We like to do go out and find things. I call them adventure videos. We review RV parks. I like to review other RVs. If you see some of those videos come along and that's not for you, I understand. I realize it's a little bit variety of different things going on there, and you won't hurt my feelings. It'd be great if you did come watch them, but that's okay. All right, well, I'm excited to get going tomorrow. Tomorrow's a travel day, and that's a big deal for us. So I want to get to bed. I still gotta go empty the stinky slinkies. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning back in to find out more about the Connecten Internet. And I just hope that this will be a great internet for us to keep me up and working as we travel. And hopefully we can make it work for the whole family through the RV. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching our video. Remember that life happens. Don't let it stop you. Stay fresh, cheese bags.